understandably, with the announcement of the new Godzilla and Kong movie, The New Empire, we're going to be making some speculations based on the creatures and what new kaiju will be showing up. Well, we know there are going to be new kaiju, like Scar King, but what's interesting and was unforeseen for me personally was an even newer challenger. This picture has been making its rounds, as well as others featuring this monster. So this four-legged ghost white monster engaged in a battle with the pink dorsal Godzilla honestly came as quite the surprise to me. I mean, there's discussions on Reddit and across the internet that are widespread enough for me to believe that this is real. There are even people on Reddit mentioning a picture depicting this creature from about 2 years ago at the time this video was posted, from when Godzilla vs. Kong was in collaboration with Call of Duty Warzone. And people are saying this creature, they've already put it in the wiki, and the wiki even reads, the creature's name is SHIMO, and SHIMO is a reptilian titan who will appear in the upcoming 2024 Legendary Pictures film, Godzilla and Kong, The New Empire. Text on the packaging of the monster's Playmates figure indicates that she will be one of the film's antagonists, like the Scar King, describing her as a legendary ice titan with unstoppable, world-ending powers. What? Who will oppose Godzilla and Kong. Her existence was first alluded to in the 2022 Call of Duty collaboration with Godzilla vs. Kong, the movie, depicted in a cave painting engaged in battle with Godzilla. And there were other cave paintings here. You can see the skull crawler, and I could be wrong, but that looks to be the war bat, the snake cobra kaiju that we saw in Godzilla vs. Kong that he fought and beat relentlessly. We see some other creatures, I know that that's the freaking reptilian iguanodon looking thing that people call Doug. No idea what that is. That's probably a spider or something. It looks like it has spidey legs. Anyways, needless to say, these were all in Call of Duty, so if they were in collaboration with the movie, with Legendary Pictures, then they depicted this stuff well. I mean, these are creatures that we do have in the Monsterverse, and I think what is the most terrifying about SHIMO, beautifully designed by the way, is not the fact that this creature is ghost white and there's nobody knew anything about it. It's the fact that this creature is much larger than Godzilla. I mean, if this is to scale, and based on what we've seen of the toys, if old girl here was standing up, Godzilla would probably be at her midsection, right around here, which would put her at a huge disadvantage over Godzilla size-wise alone. Not to mention, based on what they're showing, if this is in fact real, I don't know, with the whole AI crap having tricked me the last time, gotta take everything with a grain of salt here, but if these are in fact real, it makes it seem as though she also has some sort of atomic breath, or maybe this is what says frostbite breath. Godzilla's new firepower is called the heat ray, even though I thought he had that before. But anyway, now they're both gonna have this power. Godzilla already fought Mechagodzilla that had a similar power. Poor Godzilla didn't stand a chance. I mean, as Godzilla was spewing his atomic breath, Mechagodzilla was like, who are you talking to right now? Who is it you think you see? Poor Godzilla. That was so heartbreaking, bro. Like, or heartburning. Let me stop. Now, I'm sure this girl doesn't have laser beams, but definitely looks like she can rifle Godzilla with whatever the hell this is. That's exciting. Didn't even know this was going to be a thing. Now, if this is to scale, based on what we've seen from the paintings and the toys, Godzilla's gonna have a problem. He's going to have a problem. We've seen also from the pictures of this quadrupedal creature that she can also stand on her hind legs when needed to deliver swats and blows to Godzilla as well. Her front legs being much longer and probably more powerful than that of Godzilla. He is outclassed in terms of weight when it comes to this creature. So this is probably SHIMO, a creature that Kong and Godzilla are going to have to fight together. We saw what happened when Godzilla fought Ghidorah on his own. Despite how we feel and how butthurt we might be, I mean, that was no contest. And granted, Ghidorah was a flying creature, so he already had an advantage over Godzilla because of that, but he also possessed an extreme weight advantage over Godzilla. Godzilla was a little under 100,000 tons at the time of the Monsterverse movie, the 2019 Godzilla King of the Monsters, while Ghidorah was basically 141,000 tons, or a little bit over that. So look at the size. Respect that Godzilla was still willing to fight this dude, but still, we do recognize Godzilla being at a great disadvantage when it comes to fighting creatures that are much larger than him. The other interesting thing about SHIMO, though, that I read, and that you can also observe from her picture, is that she bears a resemblance to Godzilla. I imagine he would look something similar to this if he were to have evolved this way, to have 4 legs, or to walk on all 4s. But based on her tail and the spikes that it dons, she looks like an evolved version of a Stegosaurus, or a creature known as the Kentrosaurus. Whether or not she's going to be in alliance with Scar King is unknown at the moment. I don't know if Scar King's gonna go around ordering kaiju like Ghidorah did. That would make him very interesting and very powerful, but they'd also be rinsing and reusing what already has been done. Then there would be questions needing to be asked, like, why didn't he do this before in the fight against Ghidorah? Or, better question, perhaps he did use her before, and if this creature is some kind of frost creature or ice creature, is it possible that she's the one responsible for putting Ghidorah in that block of ice? Now, he could have been frozen over from the Ice Age, but seeing how Ghidorah could function well in an icy environment, it just seems very weird that he would have just gotten frozen, unless he did that to himself on purpose to hibernate. Being a world ender, I don't see Ghidorah doing that, so it's possible that he fought before and other creatures were like, nope, and they froze him. It's possible she's probably the one who froze him, because she does match Ghidorah in terms of weight class, so it seems. And if she does have a frost breath ability, as it seems to imply here from the toy, frostbite breath, it's possible that she could have beat Ghidorah at some point, or been partially or wholly responsible for that. And if she beat Ghidorah and Godzilla couldn't alone, yeah, that's gonna be some roughage right there. All in all, this is so exciting. I can't wait to see what comes of this. Some of the things I love about the Monsterverse is all the new monsters. You can never go wrong with new monsters, and I'm so glad that the series is continuing. I love it. I did a review also of Monarch Legacy of Monsters. You guys can feel free to check that out. Gave my honest opinions on that, but one of the things I loved about that show was the monsters and the world, getting to learn more about them. Anytime we're able to do that, I'm happy, as long as it has substance. Anyways, what do you think about this new SHIMO monster? Do you think these rumors are true based on what we're seeing? Do you think we're gonna see her in the new movie, and what role is she gonna play? Will she be added to the RPG team if they do in fact beat her? Or will they have to kill her outright like they kind of sort of did with Ghidorah? Anyway, thanks so much for watching. This has been Ultiori. You ask, we answer.